basically in a hospital, or it's a jail, really. A jail without bars for old people. It's terrible. Now, that may happen to me, but that's why I'm on my bike at 55 years old, or I'm out running. I'm riding because it's warm enough. If it was 6 degrees colder, I would not be on this bicycle. I'd be running. But I'd be doing something. I'll be lifting. And walking and hiking and all those good things. And to my nieces and nephews who do these mutter runs and these extreme Spartan bullshits, I ain't never gonna do it. I get off of my bike wrong, and next thing I know, I got pulled groins and bad hands. All right. So no Spartan runs for me. Never. Almost broke my neck watching them. Yeah, what? You're going under logs. Forget about it. You like that shit? Join the army. Go to boot camp. Get all you want for what? 8 weeks? I ain't doing it. Now, these guys would kick my ass. They are all much better conditioned athletes than I am or ever was. They're all better shots. So I don't want to mess with the girls, especially the girls. The girls on our side of the Greek girls, the nasty ones that got the streak or know how to kill, don't ever mess with them. Never. It's a big never. Like if they know how, guns, Greek girls and guns and knives, woo! And these girls, man, they got bows and arrows. When they go like out in Oklahoma and out in the wild over there, and they're shooting antelopes and wild pigs and taking them down and gutting them. They make sausage. Ay, ay, ay. And their brother Jimmy, he ain't far behind them. Michelle goes out there once with, it's kind of funny, my niece's cousin. Yeah, my niece's cousin, right. No relationship to me, just my niece's cousin. And Michelle are friends. Michelle goes out to the farm, shoots guns, all loves it. ATVs, this and that. So she's got it. Let's clean guns. One year they come over, they clean all the guns in the house. But I don't have any guns. I don't own guns. No, no, no. I sold my guns 15 years ago. Oh yeah. I keep an FOID card just in case I ever want to buy one. If I have to ever transport one for a friend or a relative, it's always good to have your firearms. It's a nice piece of ID. Yeah, guns kill. Terrible. And getting back to that foreign, what about a domestic occupation? We're supposed to prevent foreign and domestic terrorism. Treasonous people. And we have to be close on treason, right? Because what sounds treasonous to some is not treason to others. can't topple the government. We got to use the vote. No matter how piss poor it is right now with this party system, we still have to find a way to vote it. You know, they voted out communists all the way. As we keep the Grand Tour in Hawthorne Woods. Just so that it's clear. I got kids protesting on campuses like Kent State University. You don't shoot those kids. Since when is tasing okay? And billy clubbing? Oh, it's better than shooting. Well, why are you tasing them? They're unarmed. Let's be reasonable. Let's call a few police officers. Let's wear them out. Talk, 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 talk. We tell you do something, they don't do it. All right, tase their ass. Let's get going around the clock. Oh! It takes you an hour to talk them down. I've seen it happen back in the day. We had a next door neighbor, Ricky Baker. Wonderful person. Today we would call Ricky autistic. Very nice young man. Got angry. People called the police. The paddy wagon came. They didn't beat Ricky up. You know, the neighbors, we came out. I was out there, my mother was out there, my aunt, my grandma, you know, my yaya. It must have took them 45 solid minutes to an hour, but they calmed Ricky down, but they were called, they had to take him in. Because somebody thought that Ricky beat somebody up somewhere. I believe is what the problem was. Just the old meat wagon. And 2 coppers. Hello. And they didn't beat up Ricky. I remember it vividly. They were good cops. Uneducated for the most part. But these guys were street smart. They were all connected, of course. That part I didn't like. You know, you had to know someone to be a copper in Chicago. It's probably the same way now, for the most part, I would imagine. But that's a good cop. And there's still 90% of the coppers are like that example that I gave from the 60s. And Ricky finally got in, and then, you know, they went and picked him up and they released him and they did what they had to do, and everything was cool. These are the things, you know, that, you know, a lot of liberals talk about too. You know, hey, you know, they got SWAT teams and they got attack weapons and stuff, and it's scary. And go to Europe. You know what? I think police should be armed like the military. It's just we can't let them get out of control. Civilians have to rule the roost. And I know there's a lot of military families, and God bless you all. I love you. I'm a coward. I can't do what those brave young men and women do, which is volunteer to serve the country. I'll volunteer to basketball coach, but that's not putting my life on the line like these young people do and what their families do to support them. So God bless you. And I'm telling it the way I feel. We get attacked by a foreign nation, I'll find a way to defend it. I'll put my life on the line to protect my family, my country, and my neighbors, and the children and families and friends of my neighbors. To volunteer, you know, to what I feel is a war machine, an offensive force like no other ever known on the planet. It's out of control. It is truly out of control. That budget is that big. And then no support for these young men and women, and not all of them are young men and women, some of them are in their 50s that get called up. That get called up. And they get injured, they get, you know, they lose their legs, their arms. They're traumatized psychologically. And there's no help for them. Not even jobs. Don't even give them jobs. Are you kidding me? But they have a budget out there for commercials, top flight Hollywood productions to recruit the new army, protect your country, and it all sounds great. And it is great. It's a great service. But oh my God, the lack of support afterwards. Terrible. It's like they should have a contract and say, hey, if this happens to you, here's what happens for your family. Smells like balsa or a pine. Something aromatic is burning wood. Unless it's some type of a really good, I can't see why somebody would use a laundry softener. They would smell like that. A little bit of oregano. It's these pine needles right next to me. Okay. Nice bike ride today. Whew. Really nice. Flint Creek. That comes out of the Fox River. Or it follows it up that ways. I don't know where that creek goes to. Maybe it ends in Lake Zurich. Maybe it ends in a pond. I don't know. Who knows? All I know now is that I know I've been on my bike now. It's got to be over an hour. Starting to feel it in my legs without food. But I'm going to be home in a few minutes. This is for sale.